On Thai PBS World Tonight, a Chinese actor who went missing after arriving in Thailand on Friday is reportedly found in Myanmar. With increasing PM 2.5 dust pollution levels, Bangkok became the 9th most polluted city in the world. And the Finance Ministry confirms that the second phase of the 10,000 baht cash handouts will be rolled out on Chinese New Year. Swadika and good evening and welcome to Thai PBS World Tonight. I'm Nat Bunna.
I'm Frank Kanshi.
I will begin tonight with the biggest story of the day. A Chinese movie star went missing after he arrived in Thailand and traveled to the northern province near the Myanmar border for a casting appointment last Friday. And this has sparked much attention on social media, both in China and in Thailand. Many people have been sharing their concerns over the actor's safety. And so far, the good news is that the Chinese actor is reportedly found in Myanmar today. So Police Inspector General Thatchai Pitanilabut announced in Masaw district of Tha province today that the missing Chinese actor known as Xing Xing has been located and is expected to be sent back to Thailand in Masaw district later today. It was reported that Masaw police had taken the driver of a van that had picked up Xing Xing at the district airport into custody. The police inspector general stated that initial findings suggested that Xing Xing was not abducted or forcibly taken to Myanmar, but might have fallen victim to a scam. The Masaw police superintendent reportedly received a phone call from the deputy commander of the border guard force in Myanmar, confirming that his troops had found Xing Xing within their territory. He also informed that Xing Xing would be sent across the border to Masaw at noon as well. And right now, let's take a look back at how the story unfolded. So according to Dom Jean Facebook page, the Chinese actor was approached through WeChat offering a casting call. He accepted the offer and flew to Thailand last Friday and went straight to an unknown location near the Myanmar border. Since then, no one has heard from him. Therefore, his girlfriend in China has sought help from the Shanghai Security Office, the Chinese Embassy in Bangkok, and the Chinese Consular Office in Chiang Mai in locating the missing actor. Xing Xing's disappearance was first reported by Weibo, and the story attracted widespread attention among the Chinese netizens, some of whom have expressed concern that the actor may have been lured to work in an illegal business in Myanmar. Police in Masaw district of Tha province have questioned the Thai man who drove the missing Chinese actor from Masaw to the Myanmar border. Meanwhile, Police Colonel Chakrapong Nutpadung, the superintendent of Suvarnabhumi Police Station, told the media that the Chinese embassy in Bangkok had asked police in Masaw to question the driver. However, details of the driver's testimony are not available. He also revealed that Xing Xing's girlfriend, who flew into Bangkok from China yesterday, and an official from the Chinese embassy filed a complaint with police last night with a request to see the video of Xing Xing's arrival at Suvarnabhumi Airport. So here's a rough timeline of Xing Xing's disappearance. So this all began last Thursday, January 2nd, 2025, where Xing Xing departed from China and then he landed in Thailand last Friday at about 3 a.m. early in the morning at Suvarnabhumi Airport, where he is picked up by a man driving a sedan. And there are also highway police cameras capturing the sedan in China province, and it passed through a checkpoint in That Masaw district, and here's a turning point there where Xing Xing lost contact with his girlfriend known as Jie, and earlier, before 11 a.m., Xing Xing sent his last location and it was identified as Masaw border in Tha province, and after that, the communication between the two was completely cut off. And that has urged Jie to post on social media about Xing Xing's disappearance, and that also revealed that he had been contacted for a casting call before going missing on that day. And this has urged Chinese actors and also Chinese netizens to share posts on social media to help locate the missing actor. And at the same time, On Monday, Jia arrived in Thailand and decided to file a report to the police station in Suvarnabhumi airport. And the Chinese embassy also coordinated with Myanmar police to summon the driver who actually drove Xing to the border. And also, the embassy prepared to accompany Jia to file a report to Myanmar police station as well. And today, there have been conflicting reports stating that Xing was found. Some say that he was not found, but it has been confirmed later today in the afternoon that Xing was found in Myanmar today.
And this is what actually Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra and the government and the authority already confirmed that they know where Xing is, but right now they are still waiting Xing to come back from the Myanmar border. So we will still give you the update on that. But there's another similar story that another Chinese actor also claimed that he almost fell prey to a scam using the same trick employed against Xing. According to China's Red Star News, the actor known as who claimed on social media that he received an invitation in December from a person who claimed to work for a Thai studio offering him a leading role in a TV series. He said that the scammer had sent him details of the TV project, including the title of the series, a summary of the plot, the locations and shooting dates, as well as the name of the director, from who admitted that the details appeared convincing enough that professional actors could be fooled. He added that he then sent a video clip of his acting, and within an hour he received a reply saying that they were satisfied and sent him an offer. The actor flew to Bangkok on December 28th and was driven to a hotel in Bangkok, where he was put in the same room with 3 other Chinese nationals who had also been promised roles in the same series. The actor said that he became suspicious because there were several vacant rooms in the hotel, but the 4 of them were lodged together in the same room. He said he contacted the director via line to ask him about the project and was told that he had nothing to do with it and warned them to be wary of being scammed. The 4 of them escaped from the hotel by claiming that they were going out to enjoy Bangkok's nightlife. They then checked into another hotel some distance away. The 4 of them returned safely to Beijing on December 30th. So that's why I think right now this is the hot topic, not just in Thailand and in China too, as in Prime Minister Paetongtarn Shinawatra and the authority right now trying to wait for Xing to come back from the Myanmar border, but this already have sparked the criticism in Thailand and in China's Weibo and other social media, because people are questioning about safety to travel or safety to come to Thailand.
And a lot of these details that we've reported to you just now, a lot of these are really alarming. Getting a casting call to a different country and all of a sudden you're sent to the Myanmar border. So what could happen after that? It could be like an illegal business, or they might fall victim to human trafficking. And even for the case of Fan Hu, who actually revealed his own account of being lured into this fake casting call, has sparked much attention on social media, especially in China, because these scams are increasing, especially with the rapid use of technology. You see scams here and there, and a lot of them can appear convincing to some people.
One of the latest updates is that actually our, of course, Thai PBS channel already broadcasted that Xing, this actor, the latest photo of him is that he stood with bald hair there. So this is the very alarming message, not just for Thailand and for Chinese citizens there or netizens. They want to come to Thailand, but they are very cautious about really even traveling in Thailand, because maybe they will be scammed to go to Myanmar at the end. It's not the case for them to trust them to travel not just in Thailand, but afterwards they found themselves in Myanmar. This is a very alarming message. And this year is very important for Thailand and China too, because it's the 50th diplomatic anniversary for Thailand and China. And this is the beginning of 2025. And we see this very alarming and cautious message there from netizens and authority.
It's definitely going to affect the reputation of the country, especially when Thailand is trying to attract more Chinese tourists into Thailand, as well as other activities to strengthen the relationship between Thailand and China as well. But we have to say that these stories emerged for many years already. Last year, there has been a movie depicting the illicit crimes that occur in Thailand, and that has affected people's perception towards Thailand. So this is going to be a tough job for the government in terms of trying to revive the image and to actually express to them that Thailand is still a safe country to visit. But with this, how are they going to express this message?
And this individual is not just individual traveler, it's an actor coming to Thailand for TV series, but at the end, it's a scam or illicit crimes. And Thailand has the reputation, infamous reputation about border crime here, and Thailand will be the middle point for those illicit crime happening in Myanmar or at border in Thailand. And right now, just as what you said, this is a very huge task for Paetongtarn Shinawat's administration to extinguish the fire about this reputation. It would be a very hard job.
Yes, definitely a hard job, but there's also another issue going on, which is air pollution, which is, I'm pretty sure that people have noticed that the atmosphere is quite murky today, and this is definitely not surprising because Thailand's capital city became the 9th most polluted city in the world today. So Bangkok is the world's 9th most polluted city today, with the level of airborne pollutants measured at 165 on the air quality index. The other 8 most polluted cities today are Hanoi, Dhaka, Delhi, Skopje in North Macedonia, Ho Chi Minh City, Yangon, Calcutta, and Doha. And looking back at Bangkok, the Air Quality Information Center of the Bangkok Metropolitan Administration reports that 70 areas in the capital have PM 2.5 measured between 40.7 and 65.4 microns, and that exceeds the safe level of 37.5. And the 5 most polluted areas in Bangkok today are Nong Kham, Pasir Charoen, Klong Samwa, Taling Chan, and Thonburi districts. And members of the public, especially those in vulnerable groups, are advised to wear face masks whenever they are outdoors and to limit the time they exercise or perform other activities outside. And the Air Quality Information Center predicts that unhealthy air will persist until next Wednesday due to poor air circulation. And the sad truth is that air pollution often comes with the cold season. So do be careful if you're going outside. Wear a face mask if you seriously have to go outdoors, but if possible, just stay inside.
Yeah, it's because of the wind circulation in the air is very weak in this week and until next Wednesday. And of course, today when I just woke up, I saw the thing outside is so dusty and murky as what you said, and I have to wear the mask when I come to work.
Same
so how
here.
about you today?
I even have to wear a face mask even in the car because the PM 2.5 dust can actually go through very small spaces. So I think it's much better to protect myself instead of getting any respiratory disease because of PM 2.5.
Yes, and those sensitive groups to your eyes, to your respiratory system, you have to be very careful. So wear the mask all the time to protect yourself from PM 2.5.
Yeah, and just look at the map today. The map of Bangkok is entirely orange. So that already alarms the people that they need to wear a face mask when they're outdoors, or at least be careful of their health.
Right.
And now let's talk about the second phase of the 10,000 baht cash handouts. Although the cabinet has approved the scheme, there were some speculations that the second phase might be postponed, but The good news is that the Deputy Prime Minister and the Finance Minister has confirmed that the second phase of the cash handouts for the elderly will proceed as planned on January 29th, which is on Chinese New Year. And this follows an earlier announcement by former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra during a campaign rally for the mayoral elections in Chiang Rai, who also announced that the elderly will definitely receive the 10,000 baht cash handouts. And this has also been confirmed by Deputy Finance Minister Julaphan Amorviwat, who also said that the second phase of the scheme will proceed on January 29th. Just to give you a recap of who is eligible for the scheme. So elderly citizens who are eligible for the cash payouts must meet this criteria to receive the 10,000 baht payment. So these people must register successfully through the Thangrat application, and this is in accordance with the Cabinet resolution on April 23rd last year. And those who are eligible must be a Thai national aged 60 and above and must have an annual income not exceeding 840,000 baht for the 2023 tax year and have combined bank deposits of no more than 500,000 baht. And to recap, the first phase was rolled out last September, where the cash handouts were distributed to 14.5 million people with low income as well as disabled groups. But there's no clarity on the third phase of the digital wallet scheme, the cash payouts rather. But then the phase 2 is definitely coming, so this is going to be good news for the elderly who will be receiving the 10,000 baht cash payout. So this is actually aimed to boost spending, to spur the local economy, as well as to ease the financial burden for these people.
Yeah, this is a way to, of course, help those vulnerable groups, not just disabled, and those aging, very aged group, more than 60-year-old there. But this is just might not just the halfway there, because cash handout scheme applies to every citizen. I mean, of course, there are some qualification there, but more than 40 million Thai citizens there. But maybe this is just halfway, because we still want to see if the government will really push for that, because this is still some time for that to see. Like more than 40 million Thai citizens will really get it. Right now, just the second phase. And this is a comparatively short-term policy for the Thailand to revitalize the economy. And I think other economies, they want to see long-term policy there.
Yes, and we mentioned earlier that the economists say that the government should not only be focusing on the short-term populist policies, but long-term policies to revive the economy and contribute to sustainable development as well, and to improve the quality of living for the people. So I think this is going to be a huge priority for the government, but it depends on how they will deliver the policies.
Yeah, but I think one of the long-term policies that we have seen is to control the inflation rate here. So we have a positive figure here, as Thailand's inflation rate right now is set at 0.4%, because, of course, BOT, Bank of Thailand, also helps it. But escalating geopolitical issues and potential trade war between two superpowers might heighten the inflation in 2025. Thailand's inflation rate in 2024 stood at 0.4%, aligning with the projected range of 0.2% to 0.8%. This was mainly attributed to rising fuel, food, and beverage prices for 9 consecutive months, according to the director of the Office of Trade Policy and Strategy at the Ministry of Commerce. This year, the office forecast an inflation rate between 0.3% and 1.3%. Driven by economic recovery, increased investment, higher consumption, and growth in tourism. In December, inflation rose by 1.23% owing to the higher prices of non-alcoholic beverages, fruits, general ingredients, rice flour, and other products. Non-food and beverage prices also rose by 1.21%, with notable increases in fuel, electricity, housing rent, and airfares. Meanwhile, prices for fresh chili, tomatoes, limes declined in December. The director predicted that inflation in January would rise to 1.25%, with the rate for the first quarter forecast at 1%. However, this is expected to fall below 1% in second and third quarter. Inflation for 2025 as a whole, the year is projected to range between 0.3% and 1.3%. But there are some issues about the crude oil prices are expected to hover between 70 and 80 US dollar per barrel, while the Thai baht is likely to trade at 34 to 35 baht per US dollar. The director added that inflation is expected to ease further due to government-led populist policies, including electricity rate cuts. He concluded that geopolitical conflicts, shift in agricultural trade policy by major producers, and the planned minimum wage hike are unlikely to have a significant impact on inflation in Thailand. But would that be true about this statement? Because some economists, for example, from TDRI, also talk about that geopolitical issues, trade wars, tariff policy from Trump administration will really heighten of course, the inflation there. And the Bank of Thailand right now, of course, they still control the policy rate maintained at 2.25%. But some economists also say that 2% might be the correct figure.
Right. So we'll have to wait and see how the government will actually deal with this issue, because inflation rates actually do affect a lot of people. So because that means people have to pay for things at a higher price. And you might remember that the government has vowed to reduce electricity prices, but how? That is the thing.
Where is the money coming from? That's the point there. And of course, the minimum wage hike there, I think some of labor workers in Thailand right now already got that raise now. But when you have the raise in the salary, it means that the end customer has to pay more for that, because some of the companies may be not that kind for that salary hike, and they have to find the balance between the revenue and cost there. So this is how the inflation coming from. But I think the Bank of Thailand right now, of course, trying to control that. But if the U.S. Federal Reserve, they cut the rate in 2025 multiple times, in this year, I think Bank of Thailand have to follow that. So inflation might go up. So it means that we have to pay more for what we have eat, what we have buy.
So possibly we might expect skyrocketing prices for all the goods that we need to use every day. So bad news coming.
Bad news, but of course we still have to wait for the central bank and the administration to control the market price there too. Of course, right now, we've seen some market price or cost of living already heightened up since last year. But now, of course, we still have 11 months to go in 2025. So let's see how the prices goes.
Right, and that wraps up tonight's edition of Thai PBS World Tonight. Join us every Monday and Tuesday at 6 p.m. on Thai PBS World's Facebook and YouTube Live. And don't forget to follow us on social media and our website, thaipbsworld.com, for all the latest updates about Thailand as well as analyses. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ